Theodora,
Hello?
how you doing?
I don't know. Pretty good.
It's been a long time since we've actually talked face to face. What has it
I
been, like
know.
a decade?
Yeah, it was 2015.
Was it
That's true.
really?
Yep. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, and you
I
haven't
still
changed a
have
bit. You look the same.
I do.
Yes,
Oh,
you
that's
do.
actually good. I still have this.
Oh yeah, did I sign that or something?
I don't remember because I met so many people. It's like a blur for me, but
I didn't see
yeah.
my signature on it, but that's from 2015. Is that
Yeah.
the only time that you went to the Porch Society?
No, it was 2014. So it was like yeah, 2014 then 2015. I don't remember what it wait, am I saying it right? Yes. Jesus Christ. It was some time ago,
Yeah,
but
it's
I
a
think
while
it
ago.
was exceptional merit, and then I don't remember what it was, but it was fun. I loved
Yeah.
it.
Aren't you in Sweden? Your accent almost sounds like Russian or something.
Oh, I'm in Sweden. I think because I'm a little bit not anxious. What's the word for it? Ah, help me out here.
Nervous?
Nervous. My
No, it's probably because I don't
Transylvanian.
know my accents at all. Like I
No, I usually sound like Count Dracula. That's what my boyfriend usually tells me.
Oh,
So yeah,
really?
yeah, yeah.
That's real romantic.
I mean, I'm initially from Romania and I live in Sweden. I've been in Sweden for 15 years now.
Oh,
So,
the Romanian. That's what I'm
yes,
hearing.
those people.
Well, my son just got back from Romania. He was there for 2 years as
Wait,
a
what?
missionary. Yeah, he was a missionary in Romania.
Where?
All over the country. I mean, don't test me in my geography. I don't know, but
I really want to ask him
he was
why
in the
Romania?
capital. What's the capital, of Romania?
Bucharest.
Yeah, that was his last area. That was the last place he was.
Yeah, I can
But he
imagine it's not
traveled all
good.
over Romania. I mean, he would take the train like overnight constantly to get from place to
Oh,
place.
you Americans always fascinates me because it's I know so I've met a lot of Americans in my lifetime, and it's like, oh, I've been traveling for like 10 hours, that's nothing. And I when I
Yeah,
have to go,
America's
oh
a big place.
yeah, and when I have to go from Sweden to Romania to visit my parents, it's like almost 3 hours flight, and I'm terrified of flying. I'm like, oh God, I have to fly again. Why do I have to fly?
So is that what I'm
Yeah.
hearing, the Romanian in your accent? Do you think?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
that's right. So that is sort of like related to you. There is some Russian sort of influence in that, isn't it?
Yeah, we have like Slavic and Italian as well. I mean, the only Russian word that I know we have is da. That's it.
Right, but
Da.
so my son was telling me that it is a romantic language, but it's
Yeah.
influenced by Ukrainian and Russian in various ways. That's what I understood, but I could be
I
totally off on that.
I mean, we're in the middle of Europe, so you can imagine we have Turkish influences,
Yeah.
Greek. I mean, my name is Theodora, which is a Greek name, so I don't
Okay.
know.
That's how you
It's
pronounce
a
it?
mix.
Theodora is way off.
Theodora, it's perfect. Everybody
Theodora?
calls me Theo, so it's fine.
Theo?
Yeah.
Theo? Okay, I like that. Theo's good.
Yes.
That's cool. Well, glad we got that out of the way. So you're not Swedish, you're Romanian.
Nope. Nope.
No kidding. That's
I don't know.
wild.
I wish if I was Swedish, maybe I had blue eyes and blonde hair, but nah, I'm exotic in Sweden. What can I say?
You sound like my
Yeah,
daughter. My daughter's
I
got your
do.
complexion. She's always like, "Why couldn't I have mom's blue eyes?" I'm like, "Your
I
eyes are
know.
gorgeous.
I
I love her
know.
brown eyes."
Oh, oh, well, what can you do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Anyway, it's such an honor to have you on the podcast. I'm
Thank
a
you.
huge fan. You're one of the artists that's I don't know. Well, you're doing multi-figure work, which is challenging to say the least, and you do it really well. And that's one of the
Oh,
things I want to
wow.
talk to you about is your process. But I gotta tell you, it was
Yeah.
tough because you're also a digital painter, and this is like a traditional painting podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I had a hard time finding a slideshow on you because your digital painting and your real painting on the internet is sometimes hard to tell apart, which I think is a
Really?
compliment to you. Yeah.
Oh my God. Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
actually happy to hear that.
So there was a few paintings I wasn't so sure, and I'm like, is that digital or is that oil? I couldn't even tell. Well, you're gonna
No,
maybe talk me through it a little bit as we
I'm very
move on.
curious now.
Yeah. So which do
Okay.
you prefer? I'm curious.
Traditional.
Really?
Traditional.
So what is it you're using the digital for? Is it commercial jobs or? Okay.
So, okay, let's go back in history.
Okay.
15 years ago when I was 20. Woo, I wanted to be a concept artist.
Okay.
Yep. So I started school in 2010. And during those 3 years, the only thing I was trying to do is to be a concept artist. And I was very lucky because I managed to get like a 1 month internship at EA Dice in Stockholm.
Mm-hmm.
And you said in that podcast, God, I'm so bad with names. Oh, anyways, I don't draw from imagination. I'm not good like that. I'm not a slave to my reference. That's something I usually say to people that ask me if I draw from imagination. But I was lucky enough to meet some people that really does it well. Like,
Really?
oh gods. The concept art field is filled with so many talented people that we are like oblivious about.
Oh,
Oblivious.
I know. I had a job as a video game artist for a while.
Really?
Yeah, for 2 months. That's it.
Oh,
Well, because
it's
what
something.
well, what happened was I had a guy who was in college with me who was
Yeah.
just sort of sitting in on the classes,
Mm.
and he was a concept artist. And he came up to me in class and said, "Hey Jeff, you could become a concept artist just based on your portfolio. I could get you a job." And I made the
Mm-hmm.
mistake of telling my wife, and she's like, "It's a job in art. Take it." So I took it for
Oh,
2 months, and then I realized it wasn't for me. But in the meantime, oh my gosh, like there's these people just hidden in this building that are so freaking talented, and you have no idea they're there.
yep.
It's
Yeah.
insane the things that they can do in the concept art world.
They're they're the most hardworking people I've met. I mean, some of them they're doing like photo bashing and stuff like that. I'm not
What's
belittling
photo
that. No, no,
bashing?
no. Photo bashing, it's something, how should I explain it? Basically, you take a bunch of photos and you just bash them together to kind of create either a composition, a layout,
Oh,
even
okay.
character design and stuff like that. Is maybe I'm saying it wrong. But what do I wanted to say? Yeah, I mean, I have a friend that's in concept art, and he's very funny. He said like, I'm not on social media because I don't need it. They have their concept art salary, and then you
Mm,
look at their artwork, and you're like, why you're not showing this?
yeah.
This is too good. Please show. It's like, I don't need to. I'm just happy if I just draw and paint when I have time. Then I go to my job and it's fun, or I hate it, or I like it. You know, the artists, when they love something, when they hate something, we're never satisfied. We're always
I
miserable,
know. The
right?
grass is always greener on the other side.
I know.
Yeah.
So the thing is with concept art, when I was in school, I learned how to draw, like accuracy. Painting was always a bit difficult for me because I was very stubborn in school. My teachers have a story for that. But when it comes to composition, I didn't really learn composition and multifigural paintings from school. I learned it from concept art,
Hmm.
illustration, basically. Like you have the golden age of illustration, which I remember first time. Actually, my boyfriend, he's a concept artist at EA Dice, Star EA Dice, used to be, and now it's at Ubisoft.
Okay.
Ugh. So he came to our school and had what do you call it, a workshop about composition, and he showed all the students, myself included, the golden age of illustration.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very bad with names, but I remember seeing those images and I was like, I don't want to just paint the beautiful portraits. I want to do more than just that.
Yeah.
So I went on this field, like I was sketching and drawing every day. My God, that was so much fun when you had time. Oh, I miss those times, you know, when you can sit down and you're in your
What are you
kitchen.
doing now? You teaching all the time or something?
No, I'm teaching, I'm doing screen prints for movies and then
Really?
my own stuff on the side. Yeah, there's a lot of big underground fans out there that just feels like nostalgia is getting to them and
Yeah.
they just want prints of movies. So today, before I even came on the podcast, I was painting Gandalf in my second commission, the Two Towers, was it? Lord of the Rings, the second movie,
Mm-hmm.
and painting Gandalf from a screenshot photo. And in because this is the thing when you're not a slave to your reference.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to understand. So you have more uh, warmer tones, and then the more the skin goes back, it's cooler. You have greens, you have blues. So I'm just painting over there from this image that's basically just blue filter with some pinks in it. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
this is fun. I'm
Yeah.
having fun. A little bit shaky. I'm like, this is working. Oh God.
Wow. So how
But
do you get? Now, I don't want to go off on a major tangent here, but I can't leave this alone. How do you get into that line of work? I mean, where do you even get commissions from with that sort of thing?
oh yeah, so I have my concept art friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people that usually goes and does very well as freelancer, not just having a job.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my closest friend, Robert Samelin, Same, I hope you're watching this. He introduced me to a client in Texas, Stephen Piper, and he gave me my first screen print, Manhunter. I think it was
Why is
Manhunter.
what do you mean screen print? Like, so you
Uh,
paint it first and then you have it screen printed?
So it's very unique, this screen printing. Apparently, it's done in layers, starting with the brightest bright and then towards the darkest dark. And it's more expensive depending on how many colors you're using.
But you paint it in oil first?
At the beginning, I was doing pencil and charcoal, but for some reason, it didn't translate very well to bitmap format because it needs to go into a bitmap format. So then my client was like, why don't you do it in oils? Hmm, well, and then I started doing it in oils. I almost wanted to quit, to be honest, because it's very time consuming and a painting costs money.
Yeah.
And I had to tell my client, my dude, I literally can't work for free anymore. You
Yeah.
have to either help me or I have to quit.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, we will make it work. So I pretty much grew together with this client. And then I had a good friend that posted my hook painting. I don't know if you've seen the hook painting with Robin Williams
I don't
on,
think so.
we can take a look,
Yeah,
but
we'll look later.
on Reddit,
Okay.
Reddit of all places. And that's when everything just boomed. Like instead of getting known for my own stuff, I got known for screen prints, which is fine. I mean, it's very good pay, to be honest. I mean, right now it is, because at the beginning it was very challenging because I wasn't known
Yeah.
and I was 26 and I wasn't good. I had to learn a lot,
Mm-hmm.
composition, how to paint properly. My drawing was still growing. So then I did the Searchers with John Wayne. That also made me
I
big.
saw that one.
John,
Yeah.
yeah, John Wayne official. I was like, whoa, they noticed me, yay. And then this company, Bottleneck Gallery in New York, contacted me for Lord of the Rings. And then I did the first movie. And then when the dude posted it on in less than 24 hours, it was sold out. And I was like, hmm, why
Wow.
can't my own personal stuff sell out in 24 hours?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're painting iconic images, so you've already
Yeah.
got a built-in fan base.
I used to, if I can be truly honest, at the beginning, I hated it because I had this, what do you call it? This ego. I want to do my own stuff. Like I was
Yeah.
always crying like a little baby.
Mm-hmm.
But then with time, I started liking them. Like,
Really?
yeah, I was like, I'm learning a lot. I am really learning a lot. Like I have a reference and I can manipulate it. I can change the light. For example, I did this one with Clint Eastwood. What was it called? Oh, I forgot the name. And the whole horse that I used as the model was front lit. And I had to like lit it from the side. So I had to like figure out the light because I wasn't using any 3D programs, nothing. I was like, how will this be functional? So the light falls like this, and I have to go dark in this way, bright in this way. And that became fun for me. And this is what I tell people as a teacher. The end result is not important. It's important for the world to see, and maybe you as an achievement, whatever. What's important is the journey of learning and creating. And I fell in love with it. It's so much more fun. It's like a child learning how to draw again. That's how it feels like. Everything
Really?
I do is like, ooh, how can I do it better? I mean, it's not always like this. I have moments when I'm like, I want to be a plumber and be done with this.
Right.
But it's fun in general for me. Like when I painted Gandalf and nothing was really working, but then I just didn't give up. I was like, I need to change the color here. The eye looks off, but the photo is skewed. Like the reference I'm using is skewed. His nose is not that big. I've seen him in multiple pictures. So then I had to like go beyond the reference and change his proportions a little bit. And I'm like, I hope people will understand that this is Gandalf and not someone else. So this is pretty much how I ended up doing screen prints, and I'm
Wow, that's
excited.
wild. So
Yeah,
it's so interesting that you've grown to love it. You know, I wish I remembered. Well, I have an awful memory as well. So
we're we're
yeah.
good.
So
We're good.
sorry, I don't remember the book. But years ago, I read a book that the premise of it was that people that teach their children or encourage their students or whoever to chase their passions are doing them a disservice. They should encourage them to do what they're good at. And then when
Mm.
they do what they're good at, and if they do it with everything that they have, they will become passionate about it. And he was making the argument that so many people go into what they're quote unquote passionate about, but they suck. Like they don't even have the talent. And then it's just this miserable road that they go down that they never really go anywhere. But if you go into what you're good at, what you have a talent for, it can become a passion. It was a really interesting concept. And it sounds
Mm.
like in a way that sort of happened to you. Like you are also good at fine art, obviously, but in a way you found this thing that you thought you hated, and then now that you've gotten into it, you've found a passion for it.
You know, for me, art is like that. I don't know. I will say girlfriend, but you will get my point. You know, that kind of tough relationship with this beautiful woman. You love her, but you
Mm-hmm.
just don't want to have anything to do with her because she's psychotic. I had to bring it up because that's usually the story. It's like the psychotic women. But anyways, thank
It's
God I'm a woman,
hilarious.
so I'm not gonna be canceled for that. But when I started getting into art, I was quite young. I was 11 years old. I remember that. And my neighbor was the one that really pushed my parents to send me off to like this art school in Bucharest. It was horrible, horrible.
Really?
Never again. I was called, you will be proud of this maybe, American kitsch artist. That's what they
Really?
called me in school. Yep.
So Odd Nerdrum would be proud.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, maybe I should meet up Nedrum and just fist bump him. Yeah, man, we're kitsch as hell.
I was
But
kitchen
it was
11.
just,
I don't know what you were waiting for, Odd.
God, I hated that school. I was like, what am I
Was it sort of
doing
a
here?
modernist program where they're having you do noodle
Exact,
necklaces and stuff?
exact, moderna, moderna.
Yeah.
And I had this psychotic teacher. She made me cry, saying like, "You don't like doing collages. You just want to draw everything it's in front of you. Like you don't want to express yourself." And I was there like, "What the hell
Oh
is
my
wrong with
gosh,
this
I love
woman?"
it.
Oh, anyways, I managed to finish that school, and then I moved to Sweden, and I was lucky enough
So you
that
finished? You went all the way through?
I had to. It's like once you start something, you just don't stop. That's the Romanian mentality. You
Right.
can't change. You have to go with what you picked.
And
Like in
how many
comparison
years
to,
was it?
I was 14 and I finished it when I was 19 and a half.
No
Torture.
way. Five and
Woo!
a half years of something you didn't want to do?
I know.
That's
It was,
brutal.
I know,
Did you
I
learn
know.
anything? Nothing.
No, I had one teacher, may he rest in peace, one teacher that understood what I wanted. Yuri Sar was his name. And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, come to me and I will teach you some cool stuff. And he actually permitted me to just draw from life because he was in the same bubble. He was criticized that he paints too traditionally, too realistic, me. So
Mm-hmm.
we were like the underdogs. We were like, the communistic people of fine art. We're just gonna go and make it, art equal to the beauty that it used to be, whatever.
Uh-huh.
So we had the reputation in school, but I couldn't be in his group because I was 2 years too young, I think, for that group. Because each teacher took a certain group every year. But I was going away from my classes into his classes. And I also managed to convince my parents to let me go and do private lessons with him.
Oh,
So
good.
he kept my love for art. Thank God. Thank you.
Oh, that's great. And he's
Yeah,
passed away.
he did
That's
some years
unfortunate.
ago.
Well, that's
We're all
great. You
gonna
had
pass one
someone
day.
there to take you under
Yeah,
his wing.
yeah.
Yeah. So what'd you do next after you left there?
So I moved to Sweden out of
Why
love.
Sweden, of all
Out
places?
of love.
Oh, you had a boyfriend.
I fell in love.
Wait,
But
well, how
anyways,
did
it's
you
not the
fall in love with a guy all the way in Sweden from Romania?
dude. I'm a geek. I used to play online games, so that's how we met up.
You went to
Yeah.
Sweden to meet up with a guy you met on a gaming
Yeah, I
thing?
mean, it didn't work out and whatever, we split up. But because of him, I actually started the school that I actually even now work as a teacher at.
You started
Because
it.
yeah. So basically, when I moved to Sweden, I applied to the Swedish, the modern school here in Sweden.
Hmm.
Thank God I didn't get in. I even failed my English exam. Thank God.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very bad at exams.
Oh,
I get
so am I. I'd like to introduce you to one of this podcast's valued sponsors, Artifacts. Wrong side. Artifacts. Artifacts. They are amazing. Let me tell you about them. Well, first of all, let me tell you what you shouldn't be doing. So, do you guys remember in art school when your teacher told you to just go buy some masonite from the local big box home improvement store, paint it up with some acrylic paint and paint on it? You know, that might have been okay for art school, but at some point you're going to paint a good painting if you haven't already. And I know there are professionals still doing this. So, listen to what I'm saying to you. Stop. Stop. Have some self respect. This stuff, this masonite stuff, is not going to last. Not long, not long enough. If you got a masterpiece on this thing, what a friggin' shame. And even if you stretch canvas on it, look at this. Okay, look at this. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, but that's Jeff. He's huge. But I didn't even work out today. And that was nothing. Nothing. So don't do it. Don't paint on that masonite stuff. And then you're thinking, well, I'll upgrade. I'll go to the art supply store and I'll buy some of this stuff, some of this cardboard wrapped in canvas. Are you serious? Seriously, you're going to paint on cardboard wrapped in canvas? Yeah, that's going to last. Okay, Artifacts is the way to go. This stuff is unbelievable. It is plastic sandwiched between two layers of aluminum, and then it has this incredible linen surface glued to the front with this, I guess it's like some kind of glue that is some sort of industry secret for Artifacts. Anyway, pretty amazing stuff. A lot of artists I know are using this stuff. It's high quality. It'll last you a lifetime. It'll last many lifetimes. So for your next painting, take yourself a little more seriously. Go to artefex.biz and get yourself some serious substrates to paint on. That's ARTEFEX.biz.
super stressed out.
Yeah.
So he found us, it was called Atelier Stockholm back then.
Mm-hmm.
They were located in Stockholm. And he was like, why not go here? And I checked their site and everything. I was like, oh my God, they're American kitsch artists like me. Yay! Let's go. And I went there and then the price came. Thank God
how
it
much
was
was it?
2000 and well, it was affordable back then. It was like $3,500
A year?
semester. So it was 2 semesters in 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah. And I had to convince my parents. That was fun because my parents wanted me to be a serious woman, get a job. What
Wait a
does
minute, but
my
they
father
sent you
tell
to
me?
they sent you to a lame art school for 5.5 years. But yet they wanted you to get a regular job? That doesn't make any sense.
They don't speak English. I can teach you Romanian so you can talk to them. I don't know. Romania is a very weird country. I think your son can let you know more on that.
Yeah, I've heard. He loves the people there, by the way. But it's very different culture than what I'm used to from what he described.
What I love about Romanians is that, dude, you can talk. I don't know how to put it in words. You can go like, whatever, I hate you, but I still want to talk to you.
Yep.
In Sweden, it's like this passive aggressive. Nobody wants to talk to you. They don't want to say no to you. They say yes, and then they just ghost you. I'm like,
Oh
whatever.
my gosh, that's the difference between. So you and I are sort of kin spirits a little bit here because I
Oh,
grew up in New York
oh,
and
is it
now I'm in
similar?
Utah. And you described the difference between a New Yorker and a Utahn
Huh, there you go.
to a T. You never know where you stand in Utah, but in New York,
No.
everyone tells you what they think.
Yeah, but America is
Oh
huge.
yeah,
It's
it's
bigger
totally,
than Europe.
it's huge. Yeah.
God, I don't know what was I talking about. Oh yeah,
Oh,
so
your
my
parents.
parents
I
want.
said, why'd your parents
Yeah,
send you to school if they didn't even want you to be an artist?
because Jeff, I've been listening to your podcast and what you're talking with the artists, and
Yeah.
it's always that question like, when did you go to school? When did you start it? What age? This and this and this. Oh my God. So it's like I love my favorite episodes is the one with Soroya's education. There's 2 episodes. I
Oh
think I
yeah,
watched those
Soraya. You mean
ones.
with Micah?
I hope I will meet him one day because
Well, come to the
all the
Porch
time.
Society this year. He's coming
Where?
to the Porch Society this coming year. Micah's
I
coming.
should apply again. I haven't applied in since 2015.
Well,
Was
you
it?
don't have to apply. You can just come as a guest too.
Yeah.
But you should. You should turn in one of these paintings. Freak. Like,
Really?
yeah. Well, yeah. We gotta. When we pull up your work, I'll show you a few that I think you should totally submit. But even
Okay.
if
I
you
never
don't, yeah,
submitted.
I'm interviewing him, and we're gonna talk about portrait painters throughout history. There, that's gonna be one of the
Mm.
events. But he's a great guy. Yeah, you should come and meet him. He's a cool dude.
I loved that 2 episode with Soroya. I think I watched it so many times. Even when I work, I just put it on, and it fascinates me how different their time was comparison to ours. Like I was so passionate when I was 11 years old. I loved art. I remember buying this old Romanian magazines called Mar Pictor, Great Painters,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the first time I saw Mantegna, Botticelli, Giorgione, the master for Titian, Tiziano, and then I got introduced to the Leonardo da Vinci and then Jacques-Louis David, and I was like fascinated. These people actually existed. Like, why am I not learning this at art history? So yeah, I started school at 20, blah blah blah. Parents wanted me to get a job, blah blah blah. Same story
Wait,
for
so the
everyone.
school at 20 was the one in Sweden. They wanted you to get a job.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
finish the one in Sweden?
yes. I finished in 2013. I need to think about the years. And after that, I remember when I finished with school, I was very disappointed because 3 years is not enough time.
To
Like,
become great at painting?
Jesus,
No,
Jeff, I
heck
don't
no.
understand this anymore. Like, oh, after 3 years, you're done. You know everything. No. I mean, my
No.
teachers never told me this. They were like, you sweet, sweet summer child. Just wait after 3 years. You will still want to learn more. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you're just getting
So
started in 3 years.
it's not enough. And then I got angry because I felt like I wasn't good enough at drawing, and I just stopped painting and just drew. Pick up pictures. I didn't care. I worked from photos. I worked from life. I did digital composition as well, just because my brain is too fast. So I was doing digital just to kind of be a bit more speed with my brain.
Mm-hmm.
So then I kind of lost myself along the road. Like in 2016, I whatever went through a depression, whatever it was. And then when I started getting out of it, my recent boyfriend, he's the one that I drew in the armor, if you remember.
That's your current boyfriend.
Yes, I've been together with him for 13 years. God, it's
13
still
years. When are you
going.
going to marry that dude?
I'm still waiting. I'm like, oh, but anyways,
What's up
I'm
with
not gonna
that?
get into that. He's Swedish.
Did they not get married
They
in
don't
Sweden?
marry.
They don't marry? Oh my
No,
gosh, that's a long
no.
time, man.
Some people do, but mostly they have something called sambo. I joke about it and I call it sambo jumbo. But anyways, yeah.
I'm going to pull
So
up
I
a
drew.
slideshow here, so some of your work
Oh
while
my
we're
God,
talking.
that's a self-portrait I did.
Uh,
Yeah, you see, like the horse with the armor, all of this. This is me just trying to invent, looking at other references and just putting them together.
yeah,
That's
it's
basically
remarkable
what I was
though.
doing. Like this one here, the face is a model I found online. Me, It's a combination of me and that model. The hands is the hands of a Romanian friend I have.
Yeah, these are
Oh, wow.
great. We'll pull up work and look more specifically, but this is mostly for the audience to get a taste of what you do while we
Oh,
talk.
this one, the one with John Wayne.
Yeah,
I
this
learned
is the
so
one.
much from that.
That's remarkable.
Dude, this is when I learned that I don't know how to paint landscapes. I was so angry. Oh,
But I think you pulled it off. What do you mean? Or it's just because
dude,
you struggled?
I struggle so much with painting that stupid grass on the ground. I didn't know what I was doing. I remember painting and almost starting to cry, thinking like, why am I painting Western paintings? I'm Romanian. I've never seen a cowboy ever in my life. Oh, it was funny. It was so funny.
Yeah, was it? I wonder if you deal with the same thing that I'm dealing with landscape. I feel like I'm starting to get past it though. But
Like, what
what I
are
deal
you
with is I can
doing?
make it look like a land. I can make it look like what I'm looking at. I've always been able to do that. But it's hard
Mm,
to know when you're used to figure painting or still life painting. It's hard to know how to simplify bushes and trees and shrubs and grass. So I would paint a grassy knoll like 15 times with 15 different versions of brushstrokes, trying to figure out the best way to simplify it. And
yeah,
that was the hardest thing for me, not matching the value and temperature and color and so on. It was that. How do you simplify
I
it?
agree. No, I agree with you. Like the simplification, because let's say that I have a very good friend, Carl Wennerberg.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's a guy that you will be interested in talking to, but he's Swedish. He's gonna be very. I always joke about him that you look like you're gonna murder someone, Carl. It's like a very like. Anyways, he told me because he's very good at landscaping, and I asked him like, "What's your secret? I don't know how to paint landscapes." And then he asked me like, "What's your favorite thing to paint?" And I said, "Figure poses. I like portraits. I like painting horses." And then he said, "Look at trees and landscape as they are a figure."
Hmm.
I was like, "Okay." So when I started painting trees, I actually saw people. Like I tried to imagine like this is Kevin and this guy over here is Bob. So I need to paint Kevin and Bob, and it worked. Like
Really?
I don't know if you have the last landscape painting I did with these trees. I remember I got such a neck burn from it because I did it outside in full blown sun
All right, we
at the
gotta
sea.
look this up real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. And
This
yeah, there you
one
go. That one. Because I
is this Kevin and Bob?
yeah. Like I look at them like characters. So I was very obsessed. I wanted to learn how to paint trees because I didn't know how to paint trees or leaves or what you said, simplify.
Right.
And then you can see I also posted some sketches. So I started going out, not on this one,
Oh, on
on
a
something
different
else. So
one.
sorry.
Right
There.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, these
So
are
I started
gorgeous.
going, yeah, like I was like, I need to find ways to enjoy it. And you know what I noticed while doing these?
What's
I
that?
had zero patience, zero patience. And I think that was the problem with landscape. You need to have the same patience as when you paint an eye, to be honest. You need
I
to
know
think.
what you mean. I feel the same way when I'm painting a tree. It's just you just like it's so simple, just a few marks, but
Exact.
but it's not
But it's
simple.
not. No.
Yeah.
And then when I realized that I need to look at it
Like a
like
portrait of a
you,
tree.
yeah, you know what they say, like a hand is as difficult as a face.
Mm-hmm.
All of these things and bones and everything, you can't just, I'm going to simplify it because it's going to work. You need to think about the structure, and also you need to be a good designer on how to know simplification because it's very hard to simplify things.
Mm-hmm.
That's one reason I love Soroya.
I
He
know.
was a brilliant designer. Gods.
Mm-hmm. He was
Oh,
superhuman.
ah, that man.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading his notes to his wife, and when he was getting closer to the age when he unfortunately passed away, he was writing to his wife like, I'm finally understanding it. I finally know how I want to paint. And he was like 50 almost. And I'm like, dude. And
Oh
I
my
feel like,
gosh, are you serious?
yeah, like this is the thing. It's a journey. Our art career ends when we're, I always joke, dead. Romanian
Mm-hmm.
comedy. When you're dead, then everything ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was always looking for something. And that's one reason I tell my students, be a child. Like, really think about when we were kids, how interested and interesting things were for us.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think the problem with most artists is this obsession of being seen,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of, como se dice, um, stains the soul of the artist, or let's say who we want to be. And I was criticized like, oh, you do screen prints, so you're not really painting what you want. And it's also my fault because I also vented about, oh, I don't want to do screen prints, they're boring, and then I don't want to do them. So it's like I said, it's the ego. Ugh. But
Mm-hmm.
now I understand that it's more than that. It's a journey. It's the joy of putting paint down on that stupid canvas, fighting your anxiety, and then you go like from a white canvas. I actually painted something. Whoa, this is one hell of achievement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it gets me going, at least.
Yeah, the paintings that everyone can name, well, with some exceptions,
Mm.
but they're mostly commissions. Like take the Sistine Chapel, for example. Everyone knows the Sistine Chapel. And it was a team effort and a commission.
Mm.
You
Mm.
know, it's interesting how we look at things like screen prints as a lesser art, but
Mm.
it's not necessarily. It depends on your approach to it, what you put into it.
Yeah.
Is it just me or the rest of you guys also get weirdly excited when you order new paint? Because I don't know about you, but when I get paint in the mail, it feels like Santa just dropped my Christmas presents off at my doorstep. With Vasari paint, my paint of choice and the podcast sponsor, it's even more exciting. And let me show you why. Because when Vasari shows up, it comes in this incredible box where each tube lays in this little compartment perfectly formed around the tube in this nice soft foam. And it's surrounded by velvet, red velvet. Now you got to ask yourself, if a paint comes so carefully protected and surrounded by red velvet, you got to wonder if this paint is worthy of royalty. It is. Vasari is. So if you haven't tried Vasari, you're seriously missing out. And the thing about Vasari, it's not only the best paint out there, it's also made by an incredible company that's been around for 30 years and knows its customer by name. Do yourself a favor, go to vasaricolors.com and order yourself some for your next painting.
Like, for example, my man, he's actually a comic book artist as well. And he
Mm-hmm.
told me that there was a period where people saw comic book as nothing but cartoons. And we all know Frank Frazetta, for example,
Mm-hmm.
amazing illustrator. And what was his name? He did why am I so bad with names?
Oh my
Like,
gosh, I totally
seriously.
relate.
He did like the cowboy comic book and all of this kind
I'm
of
going to be of no help to you.
but you have all of this amazing comic book artists that basically just influence my work a lot. Like, do you know Sergio Topi? Do you know this
Mm-mm.
artist called? You
Mm-mm.
should look him up. Like the design and the way he simplified the references, if I can say it like
How do
that.
you spell it?
Sergio, Serggio,
Okay.
and then Toppi. God, I hope I said it right. Sergio Topi.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Yeah, that guy. I think I was 21, and I was like, oh, look
Oh
at
yeah,
look
these
at
are
the layout.
cool.
Oh, oh. And you have so many good artists that most people don't even look at.
Yeah, I've never heard of
And
this guy.
and to be honest, the best way to learn is to look at these people because they didn't brag, they just didn't care. This was pre-internet, they were just doing it. Because a
Wow.
lot of people, they look at the contemporary artists, which I'm not saying you shouldn't. I follow a lot of contemporary artists, but it feels like we're a little bit influencing each other a little bit. I've noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of the same style here and there. So then when I want to get out of this mentality, I look at comic book artists, concept artists,
That's smart.
um, the old masters as well. Like, I try to find ways to get away from it, because one thing I would love, maybe you and Melkaya, that's how you pronounce his name?
Who? I don't know who you're referring to.
Mike,
Oh,
Micah,
Micah. Yeah.
Micah, Micah. Jesus, sorry. I would love to hear a podcast about how photography has influenced the way us humans see basically reality, the
Oh,
pre-photo
yeah,
era
because we talk
versus,
about that a lot just in passing. I think
because
that would be a great idea.
it has influenced us quite a lot. Like even when I work from life, I realize how much I look at things as a camera does.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get angry and I'm like, "Wah, wah, 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 wah." I just go around my studio being all angry. And this is when, for example, Soroya, I think maybe he used photos as well. I know Zorn used photos in his
Mm-hmm.
etchings,
Mm-hmm.
but they were doing it differently. They were designing things. They were thinking like a design. And this is one reason I love concept artists. They don't just copy their reference like that. They're designing and recreating the visual information in front of them. This is when I get a bit angry when people tells me like, yeah, but this is what AI does. I'm like, let's not get into that conversation. But it's
We're
not.
gonna
It's
have that
very.
conversation at some point on the podcast. The
If
AI
you want to talk
conversation.
about AI, you should actually talk to my partner because he works in the field and he has seen and he knows way more than I do.
Hmm.
Like I'm very limited in my vocabulary and the way I can explain it, but he just tells me AI is theft and that's it. Nothing more than
Theft.
that.
That's what he says.
It's theft. That's it. It's
Yeah.
stolen data.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know an artist called Carla Ortiz?
Carlo Ortiz. That sounds really familiar.
You should have her on this podcast.
Why is
actually.
that?
Because we actually donated for a petition. It was concept art.
Is
I
it
don't remember.
Acutiz? What? Carlo what?
Carla with a K.
Oh, Carla. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a
Carla,
girl's name.
and
Carla,
then
how do you spell her last
and
name?
they Ortiz. Ortiz. Carla Ortiz. My God, I'm dyslexic. I'm really trying.
Okay.
But I think we donated money and they made around $200,000, was it? So she actually spoke, I might be wrong, in front of Congress
What?
about, yes, like if you want to talk about this
AI?
yep, and the idea of how they're using the data. Yeah,
This
she's
her?
the one. Yeah, yeah.
And is she opposed to it then?
Very.
Yeah, man, a lot of painters I know are using it right now. A lot.
Yeah, because it's just theft. There's no extrapolating information the way, because this is when the idea of, let's say, religion comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
So the people that also loves this idea of AI, they also have kids. And I remember watching this podcast. I'm sorry for going so away from the subject, but this is very important for our field, for all creative people,
Mm-hmm.
musicians as well, and movie makers. You had this, the Diary of a CEO, and they invited the grandfather of AI. And he was asked at the end, aren't you worried about your kids' future and stuff like that? And then he said, I work for Google. I made enough money that they will not need to work ever, or whatever he said. I got so angry. I was like, thank God your kids are fine. But if the world burns around them, you think they're going to be fine behind some walls?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what about the rest of the people? Aren't we a community? And that really got me angry because there's no desire for any future when I hear these people talk. They're completely, I have a friend and he always says that the tech bro is going to destroy humanity. And I agree with them because these people need something in their life. Definitely. They're bored out of their minds.
Yeah, my theory is that in 20, 30 years, or maybe give it a generation, the next generation is going to be 98% incompetent and 2% genius. Because we need some geniuses to keep this crap going, to keep this AI functioning, to keep all this technology growing. But then everyone else is going to be sheep, not learning any skills, depending on AI for everything. Like it's just going to get, that's my fear is people are just going to get less and less competent. It's already happening with other technologies, but I had not to get off on this whole AI tangent, but you might find this interesting. So I had this discussion over this past week, I was back in New York. I'll say this now because I have to apologize to my audience. Like, I skipped 2 weeks of the podcast, which I never do. It was because my father passed. So we were back in New York for my father's funeral. And
I'm sorry.
well, thank you. And my brother and I were having this, well, my whole family, we're having this discussion about AI, and I'm like adamantly like not into it, against it, for art at least. I mean, there are probably good uses for it, but for art. And he was explaining to me what some good uses would be. And then he said, hey, let me show you how it works. Have you ever even tried it? I said, no, I've never even tried it. And which is kind of silly. I literally have never done it. And he goes, let me show you how it works. So he pulls up this paid version of AI, and he starts talking about my dad to it. He's like, I need a eulogy, and my father is this way and he's that way and he's great because of this, this, and this. And then the AI came up with the most beautiful, poetic eulogy of my dad just based on this brief description. And it literally almost brought all of me and my siblings to tears. And I felt like so violated in a way, because I was like, that I don't even know what I'm responding to. Am I responding to some mixture of poets from the past? Am I responding to a purely circuit board? Am I responding to, like, it just felt weird that I had that emotional response to it. And I said to my family, I'm like, this is kind of like, what it feels like to me is that this is some girl, to use your analogy with a girlfriend, some girl I've been dating online or seeing online. And then I meet her in person and find out she's got like a 3-word vocabulary, and someone else has been writing all the emails and texts to me. And like, that's what it felt like. It's like, so it's just all so weird to me. And I feel like the whole world is getting sucked in, and it's kind of a scary place to be. You look, you got a lot of thoughts going on right now.
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking about, recently, I feel like I'm going more and more back to nature and finding, let's say, God, like literally talking to myself, and with the hopes that there is something more than us. Some people would say that AI can be that.
Oh, God.
The thing with AI is created by us humans. It's going to be flawed, no matter how much. Anyways, so when I hear these discussions about this, I don't remember. I think it was a comedian that said this. He said, they don't care about the children. They don't care about the children. Like, why would they care about the children? They just want to do this AI thing, or whatever he said. And that's the truth. We completely disconnect from our humanity. One thing that scared me the most is with this guy. He was asked, like, why do you want to create AI? And he said, because I don't want my loved ones to suffer anymore. What do you mean? Oh, this idea of death. It's like, you lost your father. You had this time with him. That's what gave it meaning, and it was beautiful. We will also die one day. I'm gonna die too. And that's what makes it meaningful, this time that we have together, this podcast that we're doing, the things that we're talking. And that's what I think gives meaning to us, this communication between two people or communities or whatever you want to call it. But now with this AI, it's not enough that people are getting more and more lonely. We're more connected than ever, but we're more lonely than ever. I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but I think humanity has lost its humanity, if I can say it like this. There's something that was lost. And that's one reason I think that my clients, if I can bring them up, they told me that they love the fact that I paint traditionally. They're willing to pay me quite a lot of money just so I can do this art for their clients. And I get texts from people saying, like, I loved your Lord of the Rings painting. I love your John Wayne the Searchers painting. I do sometimes digitally because it is very costly, but my clients, they want to make sure that everything I do is traditional. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, let's do it. And people really appreciate it. They really love it. Like my clients tells me, like, please show people your process if you can. So now I'm like filming this, the painting of Lord of the Rings. I'm filming how I painted Gandalf, how I painted Frodo, just to show people that it is made by an actual human. So sad that I have to say that, actual human. But
Mm-hmm.
people needs connection. There has to be a connection between two human beings, and maybe this is one reason you felt so uncomfortable and violated. There was no one behind those texts. It's
Yeah.
just a program that has an algorithm of what you're giving him as the prompts, and creates this based off other people's data that they mush together into this compositionally nice sentence. But there is no connection between that. Of
Right.
course you felt the way you felt because you're human, but at the same time consciously you knew that this is, nobody's behind that writing. It's just
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Yeah.
So you have all of these kids as well, that, I mean, I have friends, they're worried about their kids because their kids are not, they're not okay mentally speaking. And then I tell them, you wonder why? Like, you didn't have the mobile until you were like 20 presumably. They had
Mm-hmm.
the mobile when they were like 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Their brain didn't even manage to develop itself, and they already had algorithm and dopamine taken away from them by just scrolling on this blue lit screen constantly.
Yeah.
It's depressing.
It's so
So
depressing. I know.
I'm doing art, and with it I'm hoping that people will see how beautiful it is to know this craft. I tell my clients, I actually have one good client that's also a very good friend of mine, and he was also drawing before he started his job, and now I keep telling him, like, please draw again. Like, I know you like it. And he said, like, when I will have time I will do it. And I'm like, I hope so. Because, you know, people that buys art, I think deep inside they also would love to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So usually I have clients that buys the work just because they love looking at the rawness of it. Like, this is one thing that a client told me, like, it's so different when you see it in real life and you see the strokes of the oil on the canvas in comparison to a flat print.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it's more expensive than buying a print, but there's a connection there. And this is the difference
Mm-hmm.
between AI and communication between two people, even if it's visual, movie, poetry. Yeah, but how do you know it's made by a human? It's like, oh God. Then humanity has completely lost if we're gonna go there.
Oh
Seriously now.
yeah. So what do you think about this argument? I hear this. I hear this from so many artists because for 14 years I didn't work from photos at all, and it was not because it's an immoral thing to work from photos. I have no issues with it. It was a personal challenge for me to become a better draftsman, working from a moving target half the time. You know, various challenges for myself, and it worked. I mean, it made me a better painter. Now I do use photography in my work, and it's definitely made me a better painter. That's why I did it. But the whole time I was working that way, I would hear people say this argument, which is fair. Like it's fair. Well, I don't understand why you're working from life. Photography is just a tool. And I say, great. And then, well, Photoshop's just a tool. And for everything, as technology gets better and better and better, it's just a tool. It's just a tool. It's just a tool. At what point, and I don't disagree with any of those statements, actually, I don't. But at what point does it stop being a tool? I've heard people say that about AI now. It's just a tool. I'm like, no. You got to draw the line somewhere. Like, it's not infinitely just a tool right up until the point that you literally have chip put into your freaking head so you don't have to think for yourself at all. Like, at what point does it stop being a tool and start being your brain? You know, and I don't know. For me, AI definitely crosses that line where it's no longer a tool, it's your brain. It's replacing your own intelligence, in my mind.
You pretty much answered it.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
That's how you see it as well.
I have a friend that kind of tells me that, oh, what's the difference? AI is a tool. Like pretty much what you said about working from photography is, it depends on how you use the material. Let's go beyond just simplicity of this conversation.
Right.
When I paint and draw, I can choose to paint directly as the photo is. And I've done that. It helped me develop my drawing. But then I was like, I want to do more complex stuff. Can I actually bring an elephant in my studio? Yeah, but you can always make the choice to go to Africa and paint an elephant, or to the zoo and stuff like that. Sure. But what I'm trying to say is that it depends on the person, on how they use those references to create their artwork. And if they want to do just a perfect copy after that, for more power to them. Yeah, but what if they do it from AI? Hey, humans are very professional at judging things. So let's judge, okay? What's the difference between a Sorolla painting and someone painting a still life from a photo?
Why would you
The
paint still
person
life from a photo? Some people do, actually.
Yeah,
I don't know why
that's
you
one reason
would,
I brought it up.
yeah.
But maybe the person that painted the still life from the photo was very happy when they did it.
Yeah.
Then more power to them. So this is the thing. Like, for example, when I do my screen prints, I can make a choice to draw everything by hand when I do the transfer drawing. But I actually use a projector because I don't have time to hand draw everything. Can I hand draw if I wanted to? Yes, it will take me a lot of time. But I have rent to pay. I can't spend 6 months to 1 year on a screen print. It won't be worth it. So I have to find ways to be efficient. And I can show you how my transfer looks. Like Gandalf was just basically 2 blobs of like paint over there or something like that. And when I painted it, I was just sculpting with paint. So it's not like I'm cheating. It's just that I want to be efficient. So you have all of these arguments where people wants to do the aha thing to you, but then you have to look a little bit more objectively rational rather than emotionally. And I think this thing with AI, a lot of people are very emotional towards it because most of the people that uses AI don't really have the skill of creating something, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I think you've seen, Jeff, this artist booming on Instagram all of a sudden with this fantastic composition.
Yeah,
and
I
then
know
you
who you're
look at
talking
how
about.
you look
I'm
at how they
tempted to invite
painted.
him on because he's very outspoken about being pro AI. And it's like, dude, your work went from a 5 in quality to a 10 overnight. You can't just say it's just a tool. You're basically copying 19th century masters paintings now, and AI did that for you. Not it's crazy the difference between the work before AI and his work after AI.
But this is their argument. This is one reason they called us fine artists gatekeepers. Oh, you don't want to share your knowledge with us. I'm a teacher. I can teach you. So when they say this stuff, that AI is a tool, I just want to tell them that you're the most laziest person I've ever met. How dare you say this? You don't even work your compositions. You just ask a program to give you the end result.
Well, they would say, well, this individual would say, I might even say his name if I could remember it. I don't remember his name, but he's like, yeah, well, you put in the prompts, you get something, and then you adjust it a little bit in Photoshop and make it your own.
No, it's very different.
It's very different than starting from scratch and
It's
making
very
it your own.
It's philosophical. It's, you can almost say religious a little bit, to be honest. It's like a communication between two humans. And right now, you know, humanity has never experienced this before. So let's see how it goes. Right now, the most simplest thing we can actually say about this AI is very simple. It's theft. And that's it. But when you use photos on the internet for your own stuff, hey, I had to, like, for example, this one that you're showing right now, I used a model's face, like a photo from a model's face. I changed the reference, the hands are mine and everything. I just love Korean women. They're so beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous. I don't have that model. For example, this one, Timebringer of Death, the model, the female model, that's me. So I was trying to use myself as a model to be able to create my artwork. The reason why I couldn't have models it was because I was poor as hell. I didn't have money. So I had to find a way. But there's a process in the life of the artist of learning and stuff like that. You have to basically copy to build up a visual library. I mean, I have people that has never drawn before and they say like, I think you should draw more from imagination instead of copying from photos. I mean, you know, with their cockiness. And I'm like, if I would ask you to draw an elephant right now, again with the elephant, would you be able to draw it from imagination? No. You
You got
will
to
do an
draw a
idea
million
of it.
elephants first from
Yeah.
observation.
Like there's an artist. Do you know Kim Jun-ji?
Oh gosh, I can't believe he passed away. What a freaking shame to our planet.
Yeah.
He was my age.
Yeah.
I can't even believe that. That dude, I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand how it's humanly possible to do what he did.
He drew a lot.
I
He was just
know,
drawing a
but
lot.
it's like he was some sort of savant. I mean, he would start with a cylinder on an engine and then jump 6 inches across the canvas and start drawing a hand. And next thing you know, there's a convertible with a dude sitting in it holding his hand in the air, and somehow it all connected in the middle. Like, I don't understand how he did that with no preliminary drawing. I mean, he was
That guy was insane.
I don't understand. I think 99.99999% of humans will never have the potential to reach that kind of genius.
And there's more. I mean, if you look at the animation from the 90s and the 80s, you have Miyazaki, who said that AI is the biggest insult to humanity. You have all of those animators. I'm talking about anime, the golden age of Japan, if I can say like that. Do you know Akira?
I think so, yeah. Let me see.
You need to watch Akira.
Oh, that rings a bell again. Is that an anime show?
Yeah, it's an anime movie, and every frame
Oh,
was
my kids have probably talked about it. That's why it's familiar.
It was hand drawn.
Really?
And this is the difference. I think this is such a good example of the difference between talking about what AI does and how much we love. I can actually say the word love, like people like Kim Jun-ji. I remember first time when he liked my image on Facebook, and I was like,
oh my gosh, I know. Freaking an art
like,
god approves of you.
you have this connection. It's like what my
Yeah.
partner told me. It's a connection between two people. You can see what they do, and this is one reason I love watching people draw and paint. There's this beautiful, almost religious thing that's happening. From a white paper, you see this beautiful thing that just comes into shape. Oh, but what if they are working from an AI photo? I mean, oh, come on. Can we just stop being stupid and look at the beautiful side of life? Or are we that dumb that we don't even know how to observe those things anymore? Have you seen Why Beauty Matters by Robert Scruton?
One of these days, I'm going to know your references.
I will give you the link when we're done, because I think it's he passed us well a long time ago, but he just shows the importance of beauty and how us humans have a tendency of just destroying everything beautiful. Let's just say it like that. It's in our history, it's in our blood. I don't know why. I think God wanted to laugh a little bit at us.
In what way? I'm just curious. In what way does he claim we destroy beauty? I mean, I agree, but I'm not sure I'm on the same page as him.
The brutality of, let's say, he said that the biggest crime to beauty is architecture, he said. If you see all of this.
When did he write that? In the late 20th century?
No. This is a movie documentary.
Right, but when did he make that statement? Because what architecture is he referring to?
To the modern architecture versus
okay.
the old architecture, where it has life and human proportion versus what architecture is all about right now, like just glass and boring shapes. I mean, just look at cars. Cars are also a good example. They're becoming Tesla vans, like they have no design to them. They're boring. And then you look at the old, Chevrolet and all of this old Volkswagen with their beautiful design, and people are collecting those. Like there's a big collectible in Sweden. They even go to Stockholm showing off their cars, and they're gorgeous. I know someone that actually tries to make them electric because they pollute a lot. So they want to go around in Stockholm, and they're very strict with pollution. So they want to find ways to still show off their car by going electric.
Wow, that's impressive.
Funny. Yeah. No, Swedes love their collectible cars. I can tell you that. But I think we should go back to art. I truly think you should invite Carla Ortiz.
Yeah.
and talk
Yeah, we
about
need to
this.
talk about that after, because I don't want to
Yeah.
forget this, but
Yeah.
well, I appreciate your insight on that. I would like to at some point have a handful of artists on to talk about this, and even maybe this individual we're talking about. I don't know if he'd want to talk about and defend himself in front of a few other artists, um but I don't know. I kind of wonder if we're even in the majority anymore. I think there's a lot more artists than we realize tapping into AI. I'm gonna end it on this. You can comment, of course. But my last statement is the frustrating thing about AI to me is that if people like you and I choose not to use it, it could potentially affect our productivity relative to our peers. So in other words, we won't be able to compete.
Then it will die with me.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's how I feel
If
too.
I
I'm
have
not
to-
going there.
If I have to cheat myself just to please the masses and my competitors, I prefer becoming a plumber
Yeah.
than having to do that.
Yeah,
No
that's
way.
how I feel too.
And it would
Yeah.
be so boring, Jeff. I mean, I don't know. There's a guy on Instagram that has like this Bob Ross hair, and
Yeah,
he I don't know if you've
I
seen him.
have
He
seen
goes like,
it.
"Today we're gonna create a painting. Let's write it into the AI. Prompt beautiful." I love him. God bless his soul.
I
God
know,
bless
it's
him.
so
He's
great.
great.
Oh man, that's too funny.
No,
All right, let's
I'm
talk.
Romanian. If it goes against my morals, goodbye.
I
I can't.
love how frank you are about it, and your mannerisms just crack me up.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. You're so dynamic in your speech. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I was told that before.
No, it's great. It's so fun to
Right,
talk to people like that are just dynamic speakers. It's great. Well, all right, let's actually look at your work now more specifically. Okay. What's better, to go to your website or your Instagram?
I think my site is also pretty good, I think.
Let's start with that. Let me click.
Oh, by the way, the one with the monkey, that's the one that won the American the first time with the America. Is it even written
The
there?
Portrait Side of America?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2014.
There you go. So it was 2014.
No
There you go.
kidding. Did I meet you in that year, or was it the year after I met you?
Gods, I have no
Oh, because
memory.
I don't remember seeing that in the show. It must have been 2015
I
I
need
met
to
you.
tell you something. I
What's that?
remember when painting this one,
Yeah.
someone actually told me to not participate with it because it's too illustrative.
Yeah, the Porch Side is really starting to shift. Although they still tend to choose traditional portraits for the Draper Prize. You haven't seen a lot of Draper Prizes that are a little lot more different from a traditional portrait, but
And
yeah.
then the other one that won, I think you will see it on my site as well. Maybe it's
Let's
the one
pull up
with
your
my
site.
with my partner. Let's see, where are you, Henrik? Where are you? There
This
you
is
are.
your partner.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
the one
cool.
that won.
Yeah, these, one of the things, one of my favorite things about your work are your drawings. Your drawings are
Yeah,
just gorgeous. And not a lot of
thank
people
you.
take drawings this far.
Oh, I have a friend. Have you heard of Miles Johnston?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we'll give you.
Yeah, you need to
He
give me a
can be.
list.
I think
You
he
got
will also be fun.
a lot
Yeah.
of a lot of talented friends, it looks like. Yeah, but I love that you're taking charcoal. Well,
Pencil.
let me put it this way. When I draw, it's a means to an end. I draw to prepare to paint. But you're making art out of your drawings on a level that a lot of artists don't do anymore, which that's what I love about it. This is a finished piece of art and not a study.
Then I will actually send you two artists that I really like their pencil of.
Really? Okay, do
There's
that.
way more than two. There's a bunch of them that really does amazing pencil work.
So tell me about this. Do you have a market for this kind of work, or?
I mean, I don't have this drawing. I think my friend in Stockholm owns this one.
Really?
Yeah. He loved it. He was like, I need to have it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I would love to own one of your drawings someday.
Thank you.
They're so
I mean,
beautiful.
for this one here, this is called A New Beginning. And I remember after my depression, I was afraid of drawing. I couldn't even see a paper and pen. That's how bad it was.
When
'cause I
was this?
so burned out.
I remember you were very vocal about it on Instagram. I was worried about you back then. How did
Yeah.
you overcome it? Or haven't you?
I went to an amazing therapist.
Really? And it worked for you?
Yeah, she wasn't pampering me. She was talking to me like an adult, telling me that you're not the only person that suffers in this world. Everybody has a baggage. I'm not saying that your suffering is less than the other person, because again, I had a very strong ego. My family was a lot about, oh, you need to be the best, you have to be this, you have to be that. So I had to like constantly put my mind into this way of wanting to be seen, blah blah blah, all that, whatever.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of baggage, but anyways, she really helped me navigate those emotions, because I couldn't look myself in the mirror anymore, because I didn't like the way I was artificial. I was subconsciously lying just to make people either happy or to kind of get my way. Sometimes it was horrible. I didn't like it. So I felt I hated myself.
Really?
And I needed someone to talk to, because usually it's not easy to talk about this with friends, because they care too much about you and they want to affirm a little bit of what you
Yeah.
feel. And I didn't need that affirmation. I wanted someone to see me for the a-hole I was. And Lily Moore, that is her name, Lily Moore, she was like spot on. I love the fact that when I came to her session, she wrote on a board happiness, and then she said, if you came here to look for this, you didn't came into the right place.
You
And I was
didn't.
like,
You didn't come into the right place.
you didn't. Like, if
Okay,
you
so
came
what
here to
was
look
her
for
goal with you then?
my goal with it is that she wanted to find ways to make me understand that it wasn't good what happened to me, because there's more to it.
Yeah.
But it's okay to forgive yourself and learn from them, because we are flawed. And this is what I like about us humans. Since we're born till the very end, there's a journey of wrongs and rights, learning through them, being an a-hole, being called out, becoming a better person, yada yada yada. And this is something that I've learned through her. And then later on in life, I've managed to meet the right people, because when you're feeling the way you do, you kind of subconsciously group yourself with people like you. I'm not saying the people that I was grouped when were bad people. We all have our baggage. But I started looking for people that went through life. So one of my closest friends, he passed away 2 years ago. He was like a father to me, William Brown. He basically helped me navigate my egoism a little bit. Not a little bit, quite a lot. So this is one, if you want to go back to AI will just affirm everything. AI will tell you that you're the best and what you did, it wasn't wrong and it's fine. La 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 la. But I loved people that just called my bullshit. Sorry for my language.
So this friend of yours literally told you what your issues were.
Yes.
They confirmed all of your self criticism.
Like, my partner told me that I'm a very jealous person. I was very jealous of a good friend of mine because she was painting horses. And I was like, I don't know why she's selling her horses. My horses are better than hers. I said that. And then my partner was like, are you jealous of your friend? And then I was like, no, I'm not. I'm just, stating the fact. And her horses were great. It was in here. It was my envy and my jealousy. And oh my God, I remember fighting with him that day because I felt hurt, because I am a morally right person. Ugh. And then when I realized what was going on, I'm happy that I realized it during that day, because he really fought me. He really told me that you are not nice. You are absolutely, he didn't say like that, but he was trying to point out that you're horrible, you're jealous, whatever. So this is the idea. This is us humans. We're flawed. We have to learn. We have to point out stuff. And sometimes if someone points out to you that you're an a-hole, maybe you're not an a-hole. Maybe you were right. We see this every day in social media and in real life. People think that they're always right. Oh, AI is just a tool because it helps me do this and this. But then you notice that you say something to them that really gets them going, like really gets them angry. And then you kind of notice that something is not working in their head. They know something is off. but you can't really talk to these people because they already made up their mind.
Right.
People are not open to criticism anymore.
Right. They don't want to admit their weaknesses. I mean, and I shouldn't say they, we. I mean, I'm guilty of it too.
We are all
We're
guilty.
all guilty of it. Yeah. You know, it's interesting you figured this stuff out at 35 because I'm still trying to get rid of the a-hole in me. Like
it's a life progress.
yeah, it is. But you know,
Be
one
humble
question
and
I
forgive
have
yourself.
for you, I'm curious. Have you ever
But
taken
this is the beautiful thing about you, Jeff. Sorry for interrupting you. You know it. You're fighting it. Some people think that they're the best people on the planet, that nothing is wrong with them.
Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I definitely know it.
Those people scares me when I meet them and they tell me that they're perfect and they're morally right. I'm like, oh God, please, we can't be friends. I'm sorry. If you want to be friends with me, I'm just gonna make you hate me so much.
Yeah, no
We
kidding.
can't. No.
So how do you, okay, you ever taken the color test? It's like a personality test.
Yeah.
It's red, blue. Wait, what? Red, blue,
No.
yellow, white. You never taken
No,
that?
I don't think I did that. No.
Okay, so I can't remember if I've talked about this on the podcast. I apologize if I have to everyone who listens to this, but so I, and not so coincidentally, my daughter, we've taken this test and we're both red, blue, right down the middle. And what that means is red is someone who's like ambitious. They're the type A personality, really strong-willed. Maybe, and if they're bad red, there's bad reds and good reds. They might have a big ego. They'll step on people to get what they want. You know, they're just like, God, like the control, like I need to control, I need to be the best kind of people. Blue are people that really care about other people's feelings. They're very social. They're concerned about people being happy. They don't want to hurt anyone. So if you're a red, blue down the middle, according to the book, you're the most conflicted personality because, and when I found this out about myself, like I already knew it about myself, but when I saw it in writing, I was like, yes, that's what I've been dealing with my whole life. Step on somebody and then feel so guilty about it. You're begging for forgiveness for a month, you know? And, so the question I have for you, I'm learning, I found this out, thank goodness, when I was about your age, probably about early 30s. And, again, I already knew it, but it's so interesting when you see someone describe you that way. Like your therapist helped you see yourself, right? That book helped me see myself. But what I don't want to do is drop the red, right? Because you want to be ambitious. You don't want to let your ego go completely because it's the thing that drives your competitive spirit, which makes you better.
Yeah.
So you have to find that balance to where you're not an a-hole, but you still are motivated to be the best you can be.
You know, I always joke about that there's good competition and bad competition.
Right.
I love good competition. I love when someone is better than me because then I'm like, I want to be maybe better than them or at least as good as them.
Right.
So I don't think ego needs to always be, maybe we need a different word than ego. Maybe I have one in Romanian that I know about. You know, mândrie, proud, to be proud of yourself. Nowadays, if you say that I'm pretty proud of what I've done. Oh, what? You have such a big ego to be proud of yourself. Like, for example, nationalism. People jokes about people having their flag out. Oh, they're having their country's flag out. Oh, these people with their proud thing about their countries. Like, what's wrong with being proud of your country?
Mm-hmm.
Is it an ego thing? Maybe, but you know, there's good and wrongs, I guess. It's like, for example, I see AI as something bad, while some people will see it as good.
Mm-hmm.
Then we need to kind of meet up and talk about it. And I don't know if ego is necessarily a bad thing, or maybe we just need a different word, because I understand what you mean by the drive of becoming better. You kind of need something to really push you with that, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you need a little bit of competitive spirit. You know, one thing I've learned just doing the podcast is this principle that high tides raise all ships.
High tides raise all
Have you
ships.
ever heard that phrase? Maybe I'm slaughtering it.
No.
But
I'm
this
actually
idea is
imagining
that
it, but
if
yeah.
you lift yourself, if you lift your own boat through the tide, well, then that tide's going to lift everyone else's boat as well. So whereas there's two ways of approaching the art world, and one is to try and step on everybody so you look the best, or bring everyone else up with you because there's more than enough abundance for everybody.
Good example.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-ji. Kim Jong-ji,
What do you mean?
he was the best,
Yeah.
right? I don't know if I was jealous of him, but he motivated the
Oh, I'm
hell out
so
of me.
jealous of him. But I have I'm jealous not of him, but I'm jealous of that genius. Like, because I know I'll never have it. It's impossible.
Didn't he joke about that he hit his head on a rock or something like that?
I don't think
remember.
so. I mean, I don't know. He always
Man,
just said it was just a lot of drawing, and I'm like, oh, dude.
yeah, it was a lot of drawing. But there's a thing here in Sweden called jantelagen, which
Mhm.
I think is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, where everybody's equal, everybody goes together, nobody should be better than the other one, we're all equal. And I noticed that this is becoming a universal thing. As soon as you say that, I'm pretty proud of this, look what I've created. You're just trying to show off. I mean,
Mhm.
And I don't really like this. I think people should be proud of their achievements. Of course, morally right. Don't do bad things to get that, right?
Mhm.
Like people will say that AI is morally right. I'm not going to go into that. So what I'm trying to say is that right now we have gotten to a point where we belittle the genius because people, all of us, we have a drop of envy and jealousy. We all have that, shadow, like Carl Jung talks about the shadow.
Mhm.
We all have it. We have to fight it. We need to go into the abyss to see hell itself before we can come out and understand what good is. That's one reason I think people should fuck up. You have to. How do you know what's good and what's bad if you're afraid of doing things? Of course, don't do bad stuff like murder,
Mhm.
But no, I truly think that we're becoming a little bit stagnating with our art because people are trying to find ways to be nice or not be nice, or it's something there. And Kim Jong-ji kind of did it. This is what I liked about him. I think he knew he was good. I have no doubt about it. But he was so humble.
Mhm.
He was so humble.
Yep.
And that's one reason people respected him and loved him. He was just so giving.
But
And
so
I think that
you have to clarify that. I mean, or maybe expound on it a little bit, because I'm with you 100%. But, and you've sort of alluded to this already, but a lot of people think humility means being ignorant of your skills and talents, which is so ridiculous. And to me,
is
what
humility
made
and humble the same thing? Humility and humble.
humility, yes, and humble, yeah, it's just, yeah, I have humility, I am humble. It's the same.
Okay.
So, but I don't think that humility means being ignorant of what you're good at. It means that you don't think that you are better than or have more value than the next person, or that you are, if you cease to be teachable, then you are no longer humble. So one of my frustrations is when people have this false humility, like someone will say, "Oh, you're so good at drawing," and they say, "No, I'm not. I suck," just to seem humble. And it's like, that's not humility. That's,
No.
That's some sort of fake humility. To me,
I
you can
used
be
to be
great
like
at
that.
drawing and admit, yes, I'm great
Yeah.
at drawing, but I want to be better. If you know something I don't know, tell me. To
agree.
me, that is still humble, even though you're good at something.
Words sometimes are so limiting to what you
Yeah.
actually want to convey. I'm Romanian, and I have moments when I lose my mind trying to explain things in English because Romanian is so poetic in the way we speak.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, I think, in my opinion, when it comes to art, the creative part of us, and this is something that technology will never really achieve. Creativity has brought humanity together, basically. We've created so much beauty, buildings. Yeah, we also created a lot of war machines and stuff like that. There's a genius behind that too. So I don't know what I'm trying to get with this. I think humanity is fascinating me, but at the same time, I'm so scared. Scared. I don't know, scared is a strong word. Uncomfortable with the way we're shifting away from what makes us beautifully flawed. That all of that flawness just makes us fight to actually prove something. Even I can actually give kudos to the AI people. They're trying to prove something, but I hope they're not lying to themselves. Maybe we're wrong and they're right. God knows.
Maybe. It is possible that someday you and I will have a conversation. Both of us will be like, yeah, AI is pretty cool.
Hey,
It's anything's possible, right? Right now,
you know,
it's
as long as
not
this
feeling it.
technology is made without stealing data, I can go like, yeah, it's great. It's doing it on its own. But right now, it's built off people's stolen data. And big companies are profiting like crazy. That's one reason I really think you should bring Carla Ortiz to a chat.
Yeah.
Because I think she might give you way more than I can.
Yeah. Well, hey, I am super glad that you are feeling better. Like I said, I was concerned about you when you were venting on Instagram, like, oh man, because depression sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you're doing better and you figured that out about yourself. All right, let's go back to your paintings here, or your
But
drawing.
this is because you brought it up so well with the so-called depression. This drawing here, I did it after.
Okay.
So I was afraid to draw. So my partner took like some pencil and started destroying my paint. Not destroying, like, cum se zice, măzgălitură. Like just putting pencil on the paper, because I was like, I didn't want to touch it because it's so perfect. La 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 la. So this drawing started with like some doodles on it, basically.
Is this graphite or charcoal?
Pencil, graphite.
This is graphite.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Are you using anything else to get your dark darks, or just a 6B or 8B or something?
No, two of HB, 2B, maybe a 3B here and there, but that's pretty much it.
Really? Wow, that's quite a value range. That's great.
Thank you.
Sorry, I cut you off. You were talking about him rubbing you all over your drawing.
Yeah, he was trying to make me feel less afraid of starting something. So yeah, this is basic. That's one reason I called it A New Beginning. And I had tons of references, but
Oh, no, I want to go back. I want to see these, but I want to go back. Hold on. Okay, how do I zoom in here? Oh, I can't on the website.
Oh, you can't.
That hand is so beautifully posed.
It's my hands. Look.
Oh my gosh. Well, you have beautiful hands.
I actually am so happy about my hands. I have very dynamic hands.
Yes. Yeah, that's nice.
I have a friend, Nick Alm. He used me as a model here and there.
You know Nick Alm?
I know Nick Alm.
Oh, can you call him and say, hey, Jeff's a nice guy. Will you go on his podcast?
Sometimes I text him and he writes to me after like 1 week.
Oh man, he won't do the podcast. He's like, I'm not doing podcast now.
He's a very busy person.
I know he is. He's kind of a rock star, but
he told me that I have very expressive hands. I was like, oh, thank you.
You do. You have beautiful hands and expressive. Like I said about your mannerisms, I love it. That's great.
And you will notice that most of the hands that I draw, they're actually my hands, because I always want something interesting in there.
This is gorgeous. Is this graphite as well?
Charcoal. This one is charcoal.
And obviously white charcoal or pastel.
Yeah. I love doing this one. I remember. I didn't even realize the way I did the design. You see that white patch in the feathers of the bird?
Yeah.
And you can almost see the back line of her body.
Yeah.
I had no idea that that's what I did. This is something that someone pointed out to me. I was like, how the hell? Because I didn't even think about it when I drew it.
Wait, I don't understand. I see what you pointed out, but what do you mean you didn't know what you did?
I was just drawing. I didn't do it on purpose. I was just mindlessly drawing this. And then that line on the back in the feather just appeared, like it's her back over there. I'm not sure how to put it in words. But for me, that was
You're talking about right here? Right here?
No, a little bit on the right. Right. Go, right. There. And then you see that faded value on the right side. Yeah, that one. You can almost see it. And it connects.
That's her shoulder?
That's like the back of her body. If you look at her,
And you
Yeah,
didn't
and I have
realize you were doing that. You were just painting this
no, I
white
have
or drawing this white shape, and then
exact. And a friend of mine told me, "Did you know that you did this?" I was like, "No." I was like, "Ooh,
yeah,
there's a
yeah, there's
genius
her
in me."
neckline.
Ooh.
How about
Yeah,
that? That is sort of an interesting thing. That just happened on accident.
yeah. And I love this kind of accidents. You know, like Bob Ross said, "Happy accidents."
Happy accidents.
Yay.
Yep.
God bless them.
Yep. How
But
do
you can see
you
with this. Hmm?
tell me about your creative process? Because you are very creative. This is so bizarre and cool. And I don't even know where something like this would come from.
It's called concept art.
Yeah, so you got to be I'm hanging
It,
out with the wrong people.
dude, I'm telling you, most of my influences doesn't really come from the fine artists. It comes from the concept artists.
Really?
There's, and I'm also a gamer. Gods, like there's some
I can't
beautiful
picture you
games out
gaming.
there.
Actually, I kind of can. I see a little bit of the nerd in you. It's there.
Yeah. I am a nerd. I mean, I don't have time to play video games as much as I want to,
That's
but my
great.
God, I played a bunch of games. And all of this that you see, these designs, and I thought that when I did this drawing, I wasn't even close to what I really wanted to design, like the feathers of the bird, for example. There's no bird with that type of feathers over there. But it's the concept artist in me that wants to be creative and change and do something out of this world. And that's basically where it comes from. It's nothing unique in that way. I can show you people that are really like, my God,
Yeah.
please, can I be as good as you? But yes.
Wow. Well, it's really remarkable. So to put this thing together, did you sort of collage different photographs
What the hell did I do?
in
Oh
order?
yeah, I did some sketches in my sketchbook.
Okay.
And then the face of the character is actually from life. There's this beautiful sculpture that the school
Oh, I
has.
was gonna say that doesn't look like a real person. It looks idealized.
Yeah, it's a sculpture.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's done from life, and I love that sculpture. And I actually pushed a little bit more the proportions, like I did the idealization.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how I pronounce it?
That's right.
I pushed it even more. Yeah.
Okay.
And wait, now I know where I got the design. It's actually from a fine art painting. I
Oh,
need to find
funny.
it.
Really?
Yes,
Which
yes,
one?
I remember now. Oh, I have it. It's like in my face. I can see it. If I find it, I will send it to you.
Okay.
But I remember seeing that painting and I was like, I love the design. I mean, you can see that it's kind of like a medieval design to it.
It is,
with,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. All right, let's see. Again, yeah, definitely concept art driven.
Yep. The stare of the nymph and those hands, those are my hands. The portrait is very interesting. So I had this colleague at school and she had this intense, beautiful eyes. And when I drew the face of this one, I actually had a photo of another friend, but subconsciously I painted her eyes.
So she one of those people that's got crazy pale blue eyes?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have
Well,
a
she
friend
didn't
like
have
that.
those. The eyes are invented. I wanted to have like those kind of bright eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend like
So
that whose eyes are so pale blue, it's almost
I'm
unnatural.
envious.
It's like, what in
I'm
the world?
I'm
They're so light. They're almost like as light as the white of her eyes. It's
Oh, I love those
crazy.
people with those eyes.
Yeah.
God, they're so gorgeous.
Wow,
But I
yeah.
love
So
this
this
drawing.
is so when you come up with something like this,
Mm.
do you have an emotional concept that you start with or a visual concept? In other words, do you have a narrative that you're trying to portray first and then come up with an image? Or do you come up with an image and attach a narrative? Because I don't know if there is a narrative, but there's certainly an implied narrative in this.
I think it's mostly subconscious.
Really?
I usually, yeah, I think I just start randomly. I love things with like I love horns. I love drawing horns. So I was like, it needs to have horns. My mother hates this type of drawing. You only draw women with horns. Can you do something more beautiful and this diabolical and devilish? I'm like, okay, mom, whatever. So I don't really have with this one. I didn't really had an idea. I just wanted to draw something
So you're basically
cool.
just doodling.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
And that's fun. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then
I
and at
love
some point
to do
you're
it.
like, okay, I got this woman with horns. I'm going to throw in some birds just because you wanted to throw in some birds.
Can you go back to my Instagram? I need to
Yep.
show you how weird the brain is.
I just have to take a minute to thank each one of my generous patrons for your part in keeping this podcast going. I could not continue to do it without you, so thank you so much. If you're not a patron yet, but you love the show and you listen regularly, please consider becoming a patron. It's really easy to do, and it doesn't have to break the bank. Just head over to theundrapedartist.com and click on the link Be My Patron on Podbean. And then choose a monthly donation amount that fits your budget. It's that simple.
Okay, so this is the one. So if you go the slide again,
Yeah.
there you
Look
go.
how little it is.
So this is how I start.
You're kidding
I
me.
have my sketches and then I'm like, let's go.
What?
I think
And you
the
just
next
build it out just from the head and work out?
Yeah, I think this one is on my site as well.
You're like Kim Jong-il.
Why, thank you. I hope so.
That's
I wish.
amazing.
So let's see if we can find the whole
All right, I'll
one.
go back to your thing. I hope it's not crashing again. I don't know what's going on here.
It's the boomer in us.
Seriously.
Just click on the post.
Hold on. Oh, I know what was going on. I was in my messages. Oh my gosh, I'm such an old man. How bad is that?
I didn't even know that you can do that on computer.
Yeah, I'm such a doofus.
No, you're not.
All right, let's
Like-
see. So here's your page. Okay. All
So
right.
let's see if we find it. Go down, 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 down. There you are. That's the one. Up.
Uh-huh.
So that's
Oh
how it
my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me? That started with a little face.
Yes.
You can't be serious. What,
And then
did you have like a big image put together, or did you?
Yes.
You did.
It's yeah. The model is also a student of mine and friend, Anael. And
Wow.
we went to the beach in Simrishamn in Sweden, down south. If you ever visit Sweden, you need to visit Österlen. That's a must.
Okay.
The birds is basically me surfing the internet like a lunatic, changing the values and everything. The skull that she's holding is basically me holding a skull,
Mm-hmm.
and then just drawing. And that's pretty much it. I used a very weird paper. It's called Canson Montval, which is very high texture. So I was using toilet paper to soften the lead on the paper and my
Really?
finger. Yeah, I was smudging with my finger.
What do you
Actually
usually
works.
smudge with on other papers?
So toilet paper works. Then you have like a smudging tool, like this.
The stump?
And finger.
Okay.
Mm.
Hmm.
I think
Toilet
my
paper. I've never
pencil
tried
work is-
toilet paper. I'm gonna try that.
It works really well. I think you can actually look at them. I think my pencil drawings are my best. I can't say the best. One of my best achievements.
Yeah. All right. Hold on a second here. I'm having nothing but trouble today. I keep losing your page. Here we go. All
And
right.
I love that meme.
So I want to go back to your website because there was a line drawing
Hmm.
that we sort of pulled up. Let me see. Maybe I'll close it here. Right? Is this the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about this. This pen and
Oh,
ink.
It's just ink. Well, ballpoint.
This is a
think
ballpoint
it is.
pen?
Yeah.
Why does it look so black? Is that just the way it edited?
I etched like crazy. No, it is like just black. Maybe it's also your screen high contrast, but that's black.
Wow.
Me going like just etching all the time.
That is so cool. That would make a beautiful etching. Have you
What's
ever
his
tried
name?
etching?
Oh God, yes, I love it. I have a very good friend at school, Ink and Stable. She does a lot of inking and stuff. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna do etching on metal.
Yeah.
How do you call it? She's gonna teach me how to do it because I would love to do.
Yeah.
this
I love
metal plate.
etchings, but the process is so tedious. I've even got all the equipment here and I still don't do it
Oh.
because it's so tedious. It's just
Mobius. His name is Mobius.
who?
That's the guy. The comic book artist Mobius.
That was like a half an hour ago.
But I had to
That's
remember
gold.
because you see the clouds and the building. And there's another artist that the clouds influenced me, but I can't
Okay.
remember his name. But I got influenced a lot by Mobius while doing this. Like,
It's so gorgeous. Okay, now we got to look up Mobius. I'm really curious who Mobius. How do you spell Mobius?
oh, you'd know it. Mobius. Mobius. God. Oh, that's the guy. No, go back.
Oh, that's
Go
some
to
sort of
images.
disease or something.
I didn't know that there's a Mobius.
So
you can see some of his images. Yeah. You should know him.
I don't.
What? I need to educate you.
Apparently. You've educated me a lot already.
Look at those. Oh,
They're really cool.
they're so good. Oh my God.
Whoa, look at that.
No, I think that's an AI.
Oh, of
Skip it.
course. See,
Yeah.
I got burned again. I freaking hate AI. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just.
But he's another guy that you can actually see the inspiration I have with the way he's using the lines and the dots. He did the very cool Western comic as well.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
Those are really cool.
Anyways.
Well, honestly, don't tell Mobius this, but I like yours better.
He's turning into his grave right now.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
He's gonna hunt you tonight.
He's gonna haunt me now.
Yes.
Not oh good. I'm not glad he's dead, but I'm glad he's not gonna come after me. Yeah, this is freaking gorgeous. And man, you really do paint some beautiful horses.
Oh, I love horses.
So you must have improvised a lot, because this is like a caricature of a horse in the way that it's moving, I mean. But yet it still feels naturalistic.
It's like, don't be a slave to your reference. And I learned this because of my concept art background. I just go beyond my reference and I just change it.
So what kind of things did you do with the horse to change it? Did you accentuate the spine curve? Or?
The tail as well. I think the tail is another horse. I remember that the head, oh my God, those pictures were brutal. It's like fighting with fight horses somewhere in Mongolia or China. I don't remember. And they were so brutal, but I love the way the expression of the horse. So that's the head of another horse. So it's like a combination of more than just one horse. And I also know how to draw them because I've been not like Kim Jun-ji, but I drew a lot of horses. So I kind of know what to emphasize to like really push their structure.
Yeah. Jeez,
I can tell you.
I love the costume on this girl.
Thank you.
The shoe or socks or whatever that is, the wrap around her feet. That's so cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's also design, like clothing design. I have my Pinterest.
Yeah.
And I found this designer that does amazing graphical clothing. And I was like fascinated by how he designs this. I was like, I need to put this in my design as well.
Yeah. That's amazing. So I assume you sold this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too good not to sell. Self-portrait?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I call it Blood Moon. I love painting this one. It was an experimentation because I remember I didn't like how it looked. And then I used turpentine to take off the paint, but it wasn't working. And then I started sanding it. And I was like, ooh, look at all of this texture. And then I kept sanding it and painting and sanding and painting. You don't really see it in the picture. It doesn't do justice.
Yeah, that's the problem when you paint layers. It doesn't come off in reproduction very well. It's kind of a bummer. But it's still beautiful, I can tell. And we looked at that one.
One thing that my friend Nick told me, because I always asked him, like, how do you manage to be... No, what was the question? Because we were talking about my work.
Who are you talking about? Did you say Nick Coleman?
Nick Alm.
Oh, Nick Alm.
Yeah. The thing is that I am not really represented by any gallery. I'm kind of a lone wolf, let's just say it like that. And then Nick told me it's because you're not consistent. Like, you saw Blood Moon and then you saw the girl with the monkey. It's like, I'm not really consistent in the way I work. It's because I mean, you can see it's my work, but there's an inconsistency to the way I do my work. It's because I love experimenting a lot.
Yeah, I think
I'm
you should
always,
keep doing that.
huh, I don't think galleries like that, but I think I
Maybe
will
you just
prefer
haven't
to be
found the right
alone with it.
gallery. I
I
don't, I
guess.
don't, I don't know. I mean, you're talking to a guy who literally had 2 different careers going at the same time for a long time.
Okay.
Like it's, I don't know. And take Kwang Ho, for example. He's all over the charts.
I don't know this artist.
You don't know Kwang Ho? Okay, I did an interview
Mm.
of him. You should check it out. Or just Google him.
Is it the charcoal? He does a lot of charcoal, right?
No, no, he's a painter.
I
He
need to see that one.
all right, we'll look him up real quick. We got
Yeah,
it
I
because
would
we
love
got to
to
talk
see.
about this. This is an important
'Cause
subject.
maybe I know him because I know I'm very bad with names.
He's incredible. But he's all over the place.
Wow.
Okay, so this
that's
is
amazing.
this doesn't even like okay, look at the difference between the first two.
This guy has
Just the
guts.
first
I
two.
love him. That's beautiful. Look at that.
Let me see
Oh,
figures.
so much
Look at they're all
abstraction.
different.
Oh my
You
God.
can sometimes you can't even I mean, sometimes you can't look at that. You can't even tell it's the same guy sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, I take back what I said.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm fine the way it is.
yeah, look at that. Like so
Look at
from
that, the one with
this
the birds.
from this
Wow.
to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that keeps him consistent is he's good at everything he does. Like he's okay,
He's
look
one
at
of those
that.
people.
Look at that portrait with the birds. And
Yeah.
then look at this whole series.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I understand that argument because a lot of people have said it to me over the years, but
Yeah.
if that's not who you are, if you're bored being the same every painting, I don't think you should be. But that's just one guy's opinion. Take it or leave it. Anyway.
It's too fun to not experiment. You find this kind of juicy things like, oh, I could have done that with the brush. Oh, I can do this with the palette. Ooh.
Yeah.
Just
No,
wanna
I'm with you
experiment.
100%. I agree. And I think your work is consistent. There is some, like when you do a still life or something, it's like that's like a huge departure from say your fantasy, more like fantasy illustration type stuff. But I don't think it's problematic, but whatever. That's again one guy's opinion. So this is a sketchbook drawing.
Yeah, it's the moleskin.
Jeez Louise, that's a lot of effort for a sketchbook.
Yeah. I mean, I think this artwork is still available. I'm not sure. But
What do you sell the whole
basically,
sketchbook?
yeah, they take the sketchbook and they frame it.
Really?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Oh, so
And
you only really drew on one page.
yes, they tell you which page you should draw on because it will be easier for them to frame it as a whole. And I thought it was fantastic. I think this is the second one I did. I did the first one. I think that one sold. Yeah, that one they don't have it anymore.
Wow, this is one of my favorites of yours too. Is this small? Also a sketchbook?
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. I don't think I have this one anymore.
You
No, I
don't?
think I sold it. No, I sold it. You know what's interesting? My mom hates that drawing.
Yeah, because she thinks it's dark, I guess, huh?
Yeah, and I love it.
I do
love it.
too. Tell me about this one. This is different.
Yeah, this is my experimentation phase. So this is what do you call that paper? It's like super smooth for ink.
Bristol?
Da. So I did first, I think I did the outline and then I started coloring it and then I sand it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the texture over there. That's me sanding it with the sandpaper. Yeah.
Never thought about sanding paper before. Interesting.
It's very fun. You should try it.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
You get such interesting texture that you won't even expect to get on paper.
How big is this?
I think it's an A4.
A4? I don't know what that is. What is that, like 10 by 13 or something?
Standard American paper size.
Oh, okay. 8.5 by 11?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I love painting horses. When I feel like I want to relax, I just paint horses.
Did you grow up with horses or
No?
No?
I was too poor.
Yeah. You and me both.
Oh,
They're such a beautiful animal.
this is my cat Misha.
Do you have a studio cat?
Yes.
Okay, tell me, are studio cats a pain in the butt? Do they get into all your crap?
Oh, well, she has a lot of fur, obviously, but she's well educated. She's a leash trained cat. So she
Okay.
goes by boat, by car, by plane, and she's the
Really?
princess of the house. Yeah, I found her in Romania underneath a car in Bucharest.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, because I've thought about getting a studio cat, but I'm a little hesitant because I don't want it to jump up on my paint stand and stuff.
Oh, I mean, Misha doesn't do that. I educated her. If I put my palette down, she doesn't step on it because
Oh,
cats can be quite rational.
oh, interesting. I
So
didn't know that about cats. So
oh,
this is one of your commissions, I'm assuming.
yes,
So
this is a
good.
favorite. Thank you. Oh,
Wow.
did you see the series True Detective?
No.
The first season. Oh,
Mm-mm.
this is the one with Matthew McConaughey. It's so good. It was so hard to watch that season because I needed references.
Yeah.
And I had to watch it so many times to get a feeling of it. And I just wanted to draw him lighting his cigarette because it feels like that's the only moment where he has freaking peace.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it
Oh,
called
Matthew
again? I need a new
McConaughey, can you
show.
see this? What?
What was it called again?
True Detective.
True Detective. Okay.
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh my gosh, this is remarkable. Look at those subtle values.
So this model, so there's this guy on DeviantArt that puts a lot of stock images.
Okay.
And I found this photo, this horse that he photographed in successions. I think you said successions, like
Yeah,
one
that's
after
right.
the other. So I took them and I call this painting movement because I kind of love, I wanted to make like this thing where you kind of have the whole horse, but it's like in a animated moving way because it's the same horse. He's just
Yeah.
rotating.
Yeah, that's really cool. So you combine the three photos.
Yeah. Oh, this one has one hell of a history.
Yeah, tell me about
Oh,
that.
so I started this one back in 2015, maybe, and I finished it somewhere in 2016, 17. God, I don't remember anymore.
Hmm.
But it was so hard. I remember crying so much because I couldn't paint the leg, the leg in the foreground.
The
What do you call
man's leg?
that one, the armor. I had the lowest resolution photos on the freaking planet, and I was losing it. So this is actually where I actually understood that I don't know anything about composition and how to put an image together. I found some photos on my hard drive that I wanted to share with you just so you can see. It started with my partner's head, and then I started developing and adding more paper on the side because I love these knights over here. The two horses in the foreground, the one that's brown was actually white in the photo, and they're one of those traction horses that pushes cart.
Yeah.
So they were completely different. Like I even humanized them a little bit. But
Wow.
I learned so much from this painting. I think, yeah, I even
Wow.
sold it, which was like, fair
Oh,
enough.
so this was not a commission.
No. I did this for myself because I felt like after I was done with school, I felt like I had to see if I can put those skills into what I want to actually do.
Mm-hmm.
I did this as an experimentation. And I also love painting armor. I think it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Well, it
I'll
sure
tell you
turned
in
out
private
beautifully.
a little bit more about it because I think it's very fun to know how this painting was sold.
How it was sold? Well, tell
Yeah.
me, how was it sold?
So basically, doesn't matter. I posted it on Reddit.
Okay.
So all the Swedes found it and they put goose like the king's face on my partner's face, which was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And we got contacted by this person who wanted to buy it. And I was quite young. I was like, who the hell wants to buy this painting? It's like this much money. Ha ha. And then I find out that this guy that wanted to paint to buy it, he's like a very huge CEO here in Stockholm.
Really?
And it was so funny. He came to pick it up and I told him the dimensions of the painting. I'm like, it's this big. What was it? 100 by 160. I don't remember what it was. Centimeters, I don't know, inches.
Okay.
And he came with his Tesla. And he was trying to put the painting in the Tesla. And he was together with his wife and child. And I was watching him trying to put it in. And then I'm like, wow, for a test. I such a useless car. And he looked at me. He was like, what? It was useless. You could have put the painting in. And after that, I remember we walked around the area. He told his wife and his kid to drive home because he couldn't be in the car because he had to put the painting.
Oh my gosh.
We just walked around and just talked a little, quite a while, because he kind of appreciated me saying that, because I don't care. It's just a car. It takes me from A to B. Doesn't matter what brand it is.
And he was refreshed
So,
because you're Romanian and he finally got the truth, right?
I mean, I remember seeing people on horses in the capital of Bucharest while I was growing up. So yeah.
Man, that's cool. Well, congrats on selling it. That's amazing.
Thank you. I'm very proud of this one. I've done a lot. And this is my partner in the armor.
He's got a great face for it.
Yeah.
This is your
This is him
partner as
again.
well?
Yeah. This is
Watercolor.
Yeah.
How often do you do that?
I'm terrified of watercolor.
So am I.
I think it's so hard. It's the hardest medium ever.
It really is. I'm
don't
terrified
know.
as well, but you did a nice job here.
Yeah, it was a commission. And I remember he's my friend now. When he gave me the commission, I was like, it's watercolor. How hard can it be? Oh my God. I was anxious all the time when painting this.
Yeah.
It was so hard.
Yeah. Speaking of Nick Alm, talk
Yeah.
about a guy who's mastered watercolor.
Yeah, but he's one of those people that whatever medium you give him, he just nails it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about him. He's like,
Yeah, he seems like a genius in his craftsmanship, at least. Wow, that's
I like this
beautiful.
portrait. Yeah, this is a friend of mine, Saga, and she has this pale skin, beautiful with colors and blues and pinks. And I think the picture is not really the best. I photographed it with an old camera, but I just wanted to find a way to design simple the body with the hair and then the face more realistic. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
love this
gorgeous.
painting.
Let's see if I can pull out some more of my favorites here. Oh, we're almost done. We've seen a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
don't
them.
have much on this page.
Yeah, let's go to your Instagram, see if I missed anything.
I mean, you have my pencil drawing over there as well. If you go back to my site, my favorite drawing that I've ever done is Timebringer of Death.
Which one's that?
The one next to Ziggy's Stardust, a little bit down on the left side.
Here?
Left, up, there. That one.
Oh, yeah. That was in the slideshow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, I
So
still
this
have
is
this
your
drawing.
favorite
Yeah, I haven't sold it. I don't think I can ever sell this one.
because you don't want to sell it.
No, it
Really?
relates too much to me. It's called Time, Bringer of Death.
How
And
big
it's
is it?
also... Okay, let me do the inches.
Well, just tell me what centimeters.
No, you Americans, you need to know inches.
I'm pretty good at math.
Yes. So 20" by 27.
Okay. So it's not that
Yeah.
big.
So it's 55 centimeters times 70 centimeters.
Man, that's a gorgeous piece.
And it's pencil.
Graphite.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I love the anatomy. That it's just so cool.
The anatomy, there's a video on YouTube from Veta workshops where they have this horse running and it's rotating and it goes from skin to muscle to bones. So I remember looking and analyzing, going to my manual. I have anatomy books at my studio, and I was just looking and analyzing, drawing from Hogarth's anatomy book, like the hand.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of that. But this is actually something that I think will stay with me for the rest of my life.
Really?
Or if someone wants to pay me a lot of money, sure. But no, it's very valuable, so no.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Nice job.
Thank you.
Dang, I wish I had a lot of money. I'd love to own that one. Yeah, your work is seriously extraordinary. This has been fun. And you're fun to talk to. We didn't get to talk this much at Porchside. This has been a blast. Seriously.
I'm glad. I mean, when you met me, I was quite shy and young. I wasn't like really open like now, I guess.
Well, and plus it's crazy
I'm
there.
35. After the age of 30, close to 40, when you reach the age of 40, you stop giving a dam, basically.
Yeah,
You know how it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I mean, plus the porch side is so crazy. There's people everywhere. So, but man, yeah, it's been great to get to know you a little bit better, though. It's been awesome.
Mm.
And you should try and come. I know it's a huge, long trip, especially if you don't like flying all the way from Sweden to America, but
Oh,
that'd be awesome to
I
have you
think
there.
I do want to come to America. I have good friends in USA, in California, for example. I have in Washington. I have a student. She's from America, and she's like, when I'm done with school, you have to come to America. I will show you Washington and all the museums, because you guys have so many good museums. Oh my God.
Well, not in my area, but on the East
No,
Coast.
Utah,
Yeah.
right?
No, I'm in Utah. Yeah.
No.
No, we've had some decent stuff, but no, you want to go to New
Mm.
York and Chicago.
Never
that
been
sort of
to
thing.
New York.
You've never been to New York?
Oh, no.
Really? Oh
I
man, you
have to
got to go
go.
to New York.
Yeah.
I mean, just for the museums. I'm not a huge fan of New York. I mean, I grew up 60 miles outside of it and never
Mm.
have liked going into it, but the museums are like,
No. I mean, when I
geez.
visit countries, art museums, or outside of the crowded area, I
Yeah.
don't have patience. It's too much energy. It just depletes me so fast.
Well, I just got back from London and Paris, and
Mm.
I'll take the Met over what I saw there any day.
Yeah.
So if you can get to New York, yeah, I spent 19 hours with only going home when it closed, but 19 hours of open hours straight in the Met one
Wow.
time. Yeah,
Have you been
which is
have you been to
crazy.
Netherlands, to
No,
Amsterdam?
I haven't. No.
The Reykjavik,
Uh-oh.
a lot of stuff.
You froze
Oh,
for a sec. Say that again.
yeah.
The what museum?
The Reykjavik Museum, I think you call it, in Amsterdam. It's a very big museum. I don't know if it will compete with the New York one, though. I have no idea.
Well, maybe someday I'll get out that way.
Yeah.
But hey, if you ever feel crazy enough to come to Utah, I'll show you around.
Wait, where's Utah? Is it
It's not that
south?
far from California. So if you're in California, you can get to Utah in 10-hour drive. That's it, just 10
You
hours.
Americans. It's just 10 hours drive. It's not that
Yeah,
much.
no, we do it all the time. It's just like going to the grocery store. It's no big deal.
Da. Victoria. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
Ah,
but Utah, I
ah.
mean, I would be great to have you visit, but Utah really is one of the most beautiful states
I
as
can
far
see
as the
that you're
landscape.
surrounded by mountains.
Yeah, it's really beautiful state. So, and we have a lot of great artists here, which is
Yeah.
crazy because it's not even that populated. But there's a lot of great painters here. So,
I can say one more thing, because when I finished school, I wanted to move to USA.
oh,
I
you
didn't
did?
want to stay in Sweden. Yeah. But this is what happens. You fall in love. Your
Mhm.
mother is like, please don't move further away than Sweden. I'm like, okay. But most of my clients are in USA. I have one client in Stockholm and someone in like Germany, for example. But in general, most of my clients are in USA.
Really?
Yeah, it's something about Europe that's, I know people that actually doesn't buy art in Europe, but they go to USA and buy art in USA. I'm like,
That's
okay, but
strange.
hello, I'm an artist too. It's like, oh,
Well, you just got to get your future husband over here too. See, that was
yeah, I mean,
intentional. Future husband drop there
yes,
as a hint. Yeah.
yes. We're Sambo, and that's kind of a marriage
Sambo.
thing.
Is that like
So that's
is
fun.
that like common law marriage where you're married just because you've been together for so long?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it is.
Yeah. I think in the States they consider it common law after like 11 years or something. I don't know. But
I have to say this, and maybe then we're done, because I know we're getting too friendly, I think. Um, at the American Portrait Society, when they put the image up, and I actually wrote in the little letter about the artwork, and I said my boyfriend, but they changed it into my friend, I think they wrote, instead
why'd
of
they
my
do that?
boyfriend. I don't know, maybe it's a religious thing or something like that, but I didn't hear it because I was like, oh, I need to go up on the stage. But Henrik was like, did you hear what they said? Instead of boyfriend, they said friend. I'm like, oh,
I'm sure
okay.
they just met. I don't think it was a religious thing or
It was-
anything like that. They probably
It
just
was
screwed
like,
up.
hint, 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 hint.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, we'll call you something else when you become something else, buddy.
Yeah,
Just kidding you.
whatever.
I'm just kidding you.
Uh,
That's awesome. Well, hey, so I got to ask you one more question. You've listened to the
Mm.
podcast, so I'm sure you know what it is. But It's if you could give one piece of advice to an aspiring artist that you had or you wish you had, what would it be?
Does it have to do with art?
I mean, indirectly, it could indirectly. It doesn't have to be like an absolute art thing. It could be something social that could help your art. It could be something financial that helps your art, as long as it's connected in some way.
I think this is connected because I remember how hard it was for me to paint because I was so stressed out about the future and everything.
Perfect.
We have a thing, my father usually tells me, like, trăiește clipa, live your moment, because that's the only time you have. Like this Buddhist said, yesterday you died, tomorrow you will be reborn. Today is the day. Today is today. And for me, that's how I live my life. Every time I paint, I try to remind myself that this moment I have now might be the only moment I will get. So instead of stressing about, will it sell? Will I be okay? I just live my moment as much as I can instead of, yeah, live your moment and enjoy it.
That's perfect. That's good advice for me because I struggle with that.
I think it's for everyone right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard, especially when you're self-employed, to not constantly be worried about the future. But you're right, because it's going to be the same whether you worry about it or not. So why worry about it? Just live.
True.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks again. It's seriously awesome to get to know you, and stay in touch. And I may invite you on the AI chat we have. We'll see eventually. We're going to do it eventually, but hopefully we'll talk again soon.
I'm also glad that I managed to talk to you because I never had the chance. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thanks for tuning in to the Undraped Artist Podcast. If you enjoyed it, subscribe. And if you could, leave a comment or review. That really helps the channel. Please share the show with your friends, and if you're feeling generous, consider a monthly donation at theundrapedartist.com. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.